Kahala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakradash. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, the 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and the prophets of the house of David. Shalom. So the title of this message is All Angels Are Shapeshifters. I'm telling you this from my own personal experiences, and that gift of intuition also. From what, I've experienced, what's happened, First of all, right-handed angels, which are the host of heaven, they travel in the clouds. They come out of the clouds. I don't know. I had it on video, y'all. It was a big-ass cloud. It was in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The reason I could tell it was a chariot, the way it's shaped, and it was dark. Man, they was heavy out there. I think it was because of where I was, y'all. Because they had me surrounded, man. They had me right where they wanted me, man. I know them motherfuckers shot. Man, this nigga still, they underestimated me, y'all. I told y'all I heard a cop say, fuck him, let him walk. He must have been some type of big-time cop, y'all. It's a method to my madness, y'all. It's the reason I behave the way I do. I got older videos. I always been like this, but nah, I've been turned up. I didn't know I was King David before. I was in the truth for 2.5 years before I figured that out. Okay? And I did videos on that. I had a video with a chariot in it, and I just stopped. I was going somewhere. I was driving. When I saw it, I stopped right there where I was at, y'all, and whipped my camera. I say, that's one of our chariots right there. Look how big it is. Man, it was about the size of 2 football fields, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, that's what we travel in right here, y'all. And for some reason, I zoomed in on it, y'all. The camera picked it up. It came out like a bubble. It came out of the cloud, y'all. It was round. It came out and it did like that. It looked like a sud. You see what I'm saying? I put it up. I had posted it. Them pages gone. That was some of the first pages, y'all. They been, thanks to you, the fellas over here at GMS. See? So I saw that. And I know that I've had many encounters with them. And this is what they do. They come out of the clouds, and whatever that is they are in, it might be actually them. And then they come to the ground and they shapeshift into a human. Oh, no, wait. They come out of the clouds and then they shapeshift into a bird. They travel as birds, y'all. Because, say, man, you can't keep track of no birds. There's too many of them. I bet you they don't have no bird count on the world. They might have some shit on Google, but it's very inaccurate. Just some shit they just pulled out their ass, y'all. Just like they say a cloud weigh 1.4 billion pounds. That lets you know, man, that we're underwater, y'all. That's why the sky is blue. Outer space is made out of water. Outer space is real. It's made out of water, though. And you can't get out there unless you're going through the dome. See? But they come out because, first of all, how could you wear a fucking cloud anyway, y'all? And all these people with their degrees and educations, why you never ask these questions? See? But they come out of the clouds. I don't know what that was. They come out of the clouds. They shapeshift into birds. And then when they get close to the ground, they turn into in human form. They love to play the homeless role too, y'all. That shit been going on. I find it ironic on this same strip. The same day I went on this rant 6 years ago, talking about God wasn't real and the devil wasn't real. And we just intelligent animals. That wasn't enough. I started ridiculing the Bible. And the last post I made, I said, who wrote this shit? Then come to find out I wrote it. This is why the Lord has brought me so low. I'd have never thought in a million years I would be homeless on this same street. Because there's a homeless man asked me for some money. Man, I chomped him off real good. And I told him something about I'm going to send him to meet Jesus, some shit like that. And it was just, something had just came over to me. I was upset, y'all. And the crazy part about it, I was upset over these assholes in my conscience, though I would never admit it. I wasn't jealous, but I got tired of seeing these wicked motherfuckers be successful, so it must not be nobody here to referee these motherfuckers. Maybe I ought to go join them. I was on my way to New York, ironically. That shit here done played out like a classic. I'd be running around here with a motherfucking pamp on like the baby. Whew, thank you, Father. All that tough guy shit off, nigga. They wouldn't broke many, man. If the Lord ain't with you, man, we gonna get you. And I wasn't trying to make that rhyme, y'all. I'm just cold like that. See? Now put that in one of your fucking songs. Anyway, yeah, they come out and they shift into birds, and then when they get on the ground, they shift into human form. Okay? And I know I've had many encounters with them. Just like when I went to Baton Rouge, I didn't know I was Peter now at this time. I want y'all to see my face. I didn't know I was Peter. I had just escaped. This is literally a couple of days after the fucking cops say, fuck them, let them walk. Shit was intense in Luz. I had to escape that motherfucker nigga on foot with a bike and a heavy-ass bag bigger than this one. Man, I got to the corner, y'all. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna make it. Man, I threw out intellectual property and shit. I had some blueprints for some tech that I had invested in with Invent Help while I was living in Houston. I threw all that shit in the woods. And I don't want nobody else to get it, although I already got my name on it, but I hadn't got no patent for it or nothing. Some real simple shit, too, that'll make a whole lot of money. Called security lens. And I just figured that out from them fucking with me. Something you can buy out the store, like a regular fucking lens on your phone, but it's gonna avoid motherfuckers watching you through your phone or looking over your shoulder watching your phone. Only person can see your phone is whoever is directly in front of it, and that's you. Okay? Real simple shit. I shouldn't even, I don't give a fuck. It's over with now. There'll be more inventions. Y'all inventions is my inventions, nigga. I'm giving 5 guys to Pookie from the projects who want BET. Ah, man. Here's Verizon over here, nigga. I'm gonna be like fucking Donald Trump, nigga. Getting that shit away, con. It ain't shit to me. I'm King David, man. I don't want to own none of that shit. Giving all that to my people. And we finna play a little game of white man's burden, see? Huh? Better be lucky I let you work for me, motherfucker. You know how I get down, nigga. See, I eliminate you. See? Anyway. And it's no different, y'all, with these fallen angels. These other fallen angels. Now, the only ones that are not, I'm talking about Lucifer and his crew. Now, to give y'all understanding, this is what I think, what I've concluded also. So I'm glad I brought this subject up, because they shapeshift too. But I think that you have 2 sets of angels on the earth, y'all. You have fallen angels and you have cast out angels. If you know anything about the book of Enoch, and if you look at your history, the fallen angels were actually here to look over mankind from the cast out angels. That was their job. Okay? All this was written by the Most High to go that way, though. You see? This is why they're in prison in chains of darkness until the great judgment. Because people think that means the judgment of them, but no, that means them judging y'all ass, and they're going to be released from these chains of darkness, which are human bodies. Okay? You getting it? Can you pick up what I'm putting down now? Is that plain for you? I know it is, man. Okay, so now, so these angels operate in the same way. But here's the thing. I think we're all trapped in a reincarnation cycle. These 1/3 of angels that fell with Satan, I think they're trapped in a reincarnation cycle. Just like the Watchers are trapped in a reincarnation cycle. Okay? So these motherfuckers were born organically into the world, y'all. See? This heavy shit, man, I'm freestyling this off the information I have. See? I heard Kevin Gates say how he get to live and we don't. See? Not only that, I was in Houston talking to this dude. They was gang stalking heavy though. And I was still early for me, so they was on me. They was confident. They, motherfuckers done scattered now. You get 1 or 2 robots they'll keep put close by the eavesdrop, But, probably a clone they driving, Anyway, because they can shapeshift and they got clones, y'all. Man, the bitch told me, man, you need to go talk to your people. It's worse than you can imagine. And we got some technology. We can see clear through your house with our satellites. The same bitch that's on the run. We from the same city, man. One neighborhood apart. 4 years apart. Okay? Anyway, so this nigga, he kind of pulled me in because he was like, yeah, I know Yahushua, and I know about the Hebrew Israelites, which was kind of threw me off a little bit. Every time a nigga say that, I kind of look at you. Bitch, we slaves, boy. That's common sense. That shit sound corny to me. We Hebrew slaves. King David a Hebrew slave, and I personally want out today. And I wasn't trying to make that rhyme. I'm just cold like that. Anyway, so he talking about Yahushua, but his body language ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was just too nonchalant about the shit. And then he started talking about these shapeshifters, right? Okay? And this is what he went into. He telling me about shapeshifters and whoop-de-whoop. And I'm listening. Now, he got my attention because I know everything he's saying true. So I'll go to help him say who the shapeshifters are. I tell him these motherfuckers, these fallen angels that live on earth trapped in human bodies just like the Watchers, y'all. I say they're the shapeshifters. And he simultaneously said we were shapeshifters. The men of the Bible. The mighty men. And I left, y'all, I ain't lying, I left that fucking place quick. Cause I'm not no hypocrite. Nigga, you ain't giving me no, Yahushua. But it must not be for your, I've had immediately figured out he was an agent. Cause his body language didn't say he had the spirit of the Lord in him. He was too laid back and lackadaisical about it. These are motherfuckers that's giving information. They gang stalking. They been doing it for years, y'all. They taking on different forms, following me around. They like to see people who I'm familiar being around. See what I'm saying? And then they transform into these people. That's why this bitch done played the role of my girlfriend on several occasions. Ain't no telling where my girlfriend was at that time. Ain't no telling what they done did with her. This shit that scares me. Because if you touch one of mine on everything I owe, I'm going to destroy everything you touched. Personal property, friends. The dog. See? Everything, man. See? But anyway, he said us. Man, I left out of there, y'all, crying. When I got in my van and got down the street. And then I heard, it's always an audible sound. I don't know how they doing this shit. came out the woods. It was Kevin Gates' voice again. He ought to be happy, because these motherfuckers is watching me on some type. They was already watching me from the satellite, but they got me hooked up to where they got some shit in my ear, man. It's been now over 10 years, y'all. Well, when I first started feeling these effects, I told y'all I went to the jailhouse. The woman said, "Oh my God," the nurse, they wasn't expecting me to go to jail. See? Oh my God, the nurse, that's what she said when she looked in at the phone ring. They sent me to my dorm. A nigga told me he got a bail bondsman that can get me out for free. And I was out that same fucking night, y'all. Shocked too. I was surprised because I had a $1,200 bond. Driving under suspension. That's going straight jail time in Georgia. That was here in Georgia in 2014. So that shit was in my ear already. It had been bothering me for years. So ain't no telling how long this shit been going on, y'all. See? Well, anyway, I hear this nigga out the woods. He ought to be happy. And then I go home, y'all. I'm telling you, man, the Lord that made us all actors, nigga. I'm straight out of a superhero movie. I don't want to be a shapeshifter. I don't want to be a weirdo. And them bitches got it all on tape, y'all. I was by myself, jumped in my van, nigga, and when I got down the street, I just started bawling, y'all. Because I know I just was in an encounter with one of these weirdos. See? But this is how they shapeshift. I think this is just my theory, y'all. They born into this world, and at some point in time, they have this awakening. They already gonna be gravitating towards their goals because this is what's in them. We all musicians, y'all. Even them. They just deal with bass and low-level frequencies, and they whack. Most of the shit they get, they bite from us. They don't have no substance to their shit. It's all leasing, man, and party and bullshit. It has no substance whatsoever. See? Eventually, that shit gonna give you diabetes, man. Straight sugar. No nutrients at all, man. See? But I think at some point in time, they Mr. World went and visited them. They was on a collision course with them. And then they were enlightened to who they were. And I know this because on the show American Gods, Mr. World, who's the devil, Mr. Wednesday is Yahweh Shai. That's your so-called Jesus. And King David is Shadow Moon. See, this is how I know my motherfucking son. And I was like, son? Niggas called me his son. First he called me Moses. Then he called me his son. And on the fucking show American Gods, the whole time, Shadow Moon don't know that Mr. Wednesday is actually his father. And Mr. Wednesday is the God that sacrificed himself. More powerful than all the other gods, because no God would do that. And they also say in the movie that Mr. Wednesday is going to sacrifice his firstborn son also. And that would be me. So stay tuned. I don't give a fuck. We can do it today. See? I'm ready. We could have did it yesterday, nigga. Please. Like motherfucker say you gonna die alone. I text that bitch back. Today? I came in this motherfucker alone, bitch. Today, can it be today? I sleep in the woods. Where y'all at? J and Bay. And I wasn't trying to make that rhyme neither. See? Anyway, I think at some point in time, y'all, they learn through their enlightenment and their spells and the shit, they've learned their craft of changing form. I saw a video. Actually, I did see a video on YouTube, a whistleblower. This man said they got a secret program where they train them how to do these things. Some type of school or some shit, like a mutant type school, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit like that sounds sensational, man, but after you go through what Shadow Moon goes through, just like they say in American Gods, what do you believe now, Shadow Moon? Everything. I believe everything. See? Because it's all real. Man, the big prophet gonna get his head cracked open with some truth that he wouldn't expect. Better be prepared. Stay on your toes, y'all. Wait, there's more. You think you finna shock the world, nigga? It's some surprises that's coming, you know. But yeah, I think they're born into this world as regular human beings, and they have a naturally wicked nature, and they all chasing the prize. That's in their nature too, because they're fallen angels, what they call themselves demigods. You see, they need attention, worship, and praise, and they naturally wicked. So, I think the devil knew who they all were, though. Man, according to American Gods, man, the devil wouldn't tell Tech Boy who he was. Why? I mean, Mr. World. Why in the fuck would Mr. World know and Tech Boy wouldn't know? Because Mr. World ain't never died, man. See? And Tech Boy is Bill Gates. They all jumped me in the fucking movie, man. Watch this shit. Probably because of me, they canceled that motherfucker. Don't want a good part to come out. Yo, y'all cancel it before I start getting mine, huh? Put this on your fucking American Gods, bitch. When Shadow Moon started kicking ass. He didn't know he was a god. He didn't know that Mr. Wednesday was his father. He didn't know none of this shit. And they played on that shit throughout the whole fucking movie. Popping up on TV and shit, talking to the nigga. And they did all that shit to me, y'all. I'm not making this shit up, man. See? I know a guy that knows a guy, and the guy sitting next to that guy is your guy. That's King David, third in charge to God. Shadow Moon, Mr. Wednesday's son. See? They wrote it up. They probably somewhere shocked now that a nigga decoded all that shit. Stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, and I just think at some point in time, y'all, they once they join up, because there's levels to this shit. Some point in time they join up, man, and they go through whatever they do, man, with they cloning, and they learn how to shapeshift, because the devil reveals to them who they are. That's how these motherfuckers know who I am. That's how Beyonce is the one that told everybody, man. 2013, I ran into her downtown. She hurried up and turned her fucking head like she was scared, but I thought she thought I was going to go off like a fan and get loud, Beyonce, but that wasn't the case. I walked around the building at Music World. A nigga came out the back gate and walked right past me and gang stalked me. Something I didn't know nothing about at the time. This gang stalking shit been going on a long time. He walked past me with his phone panned towards me like he was talking on the phone. And guess what, y'all? I knew the nigga was taking the picture. My intuition told me that then, because he came running from out the back of the building. But I'm thinking at the time something totally different, man. I'm kind of happy the nigga taking the picture. I'm kind of liking this attention. I don't know what it's for, but I was still in the world and thinking along the lines of getting a record deal, okay? Okay? Because both of these sets of fallen angels were all musically inclined, like I said, and a lot of us have pursued careers in music. Probably most of us. See? But the elect can't be deceived, and the Most High hid you this whole time. And the whole time, them motherfuckers was looking for you. Because of the devil, he know all these things, man. And at some point in time, he revealed to them who they are and why they wicked. And teach them how they can use their powers, i.e. shape-shifting capabilities and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? And put them down on the team. You see? The only difference is the elect, that's not the Most High's intention for us to do these things. You see? That's not his intention. We're here to spread the gospel, because that's too much power. No, we have to stay low in humility, man. It's going to be a time for all that, okay? For all that. But I don't want to believe that. Here's my thing. I know all angels are shapeshifters, but I'm really more focused on the fallen, because I know I've seen them do it, and I know that the angels that are here in this third dimension, but from the fourth dimension, they shapeshift also because they can't be in their angelic form. People gonna notice them. See? Oh, this is what I forget to tell y'all. When I was in Baton Rouge, I was getting on the bus downtown, on the city bus, no, from a Walmart, and there was a old white lady, a old black lady, and it looked like, and there was a young, and these are man terms, so called, okay, and a young little brother. He looked like the black lady would have been his grandmother. I'm getting on the bus, and he said it went directly in my ear. He said, "Peter, Peter." And I did not turn to look, y'all. And I got on the bus. Of course, he know I heard him. Because I wanted to look. They were out of a reaction because the words went directly into my ear. And I was like, oh, shit, man. Not Peter, too, man. Because this shit is all shocking to me, man. Me? First King David, then Moses. You got Tupac over here calling me his fucking son and telling me some shit about Moses. You see? Now I got a kid. Oh, those were angels, man. Peter. A couple of weeks later, the big prophet. King David is also Peter. God damn. Oh, the big prophet, a motherfucker, man. Nigga gets on my nerves, man, because get King David the fuck out of here. I don't need no fucking cheerleader. Nigga don't give a fuck, man. Nigga work for the Lord, man. But I don't, I think we're set to receive spiritual powers, but shape-shifting capabilities. I mean, I can see it's a natural power of angels, but we're angels in the flesh that's set to receive spiritual power. So that's kind of different, all right? But it'll be, me personally, I don't need that shit. I want you to see me, nigga. I ain't putting on no mask. I'm not doing none of that. You just gonna see me glowing, nigga, like Bruce Leroy. See? No, man, I don't want no muscles now. Keep my shit just like this, nigga. See? Leave my shit like it been, nigga. You gonna see my face, nigga. Same gold tooth, nigga. That bitch gonna be glowing, nigga. See? Look at these muscles, nigga. See? That's all I need, nigga. And my motherfucking blade. I got the Most High on my side. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Rikakwadash. Salutations to the 1/3, the sealed elect, the 144,000 saints, the elders, apostles, and the prophets of the house of David. Shalom.